Namaste. Let me tell you another interesting story from Mahabharata. Now, many of you must have wondered how come Draupadi had 5 husbands? If that was a tradition, then why only Draupadi? Why not Hidimba, who married Bhima before the marriage of Draupadi? Or why not Subhadra, who married Arjuna later? Why they were not asked by Kunti to be shared amongst all the brothers? How come Kunti only told Draupadi that she should be the wife of all the 5 Pandavas? So these are some very interesting things that are asked, and young people today ask this question very often as to how come she had 5 husbands. So some collection in the Mahabharata and Bhagavata and various other Puranas gives you a very interesting story about Draupadi. Actually, one story from Puranas say that the wives of Dharma, that is Shamala, Bharati, wife of Vayu, Sachi Devi, wife of Indra, and Usha, wife of Ashwinis, they got a curse from Brahma that they should go and stay on the earth. And Parvati, Devi Parvati, she found a solution for this. So instead of all of them going and staying on the earth, she made one with all these 5, and she later became Draupadi. And you know that when she really married, she married the same people. Yudhishthira was the product of Dharma, Yama. Bhima had the blessings of Vayu, Vayuputra. Arjuna was from Indra. And Nakula and Sahadeva had link with Ashwini Devatas. There's another story that you all know, how Kunti had the boom and she gave birth to these children with blessings from all these lords. This is one story. So therefore, it was a curse which was to solve that she came in one form and actually married the Amsha of each husband. There's one more very interesting story. It says there was a rishi by name Maudagalya. He was a leper, but a very great sage with leprosy. And he had a beautiful wife by name Indrasena, or she is also known as Nalayani. She served the husband with greatest devotion. And looking to her devotion, the sage Maudagalya said that in your later incarnation, you'll have a lot of pleasure from your husband. And when he died, Indrasena became very sad and she performed a tapasya of Lord Shiva. And when the Lord Shiva appeared, what you want? She asked so many qualities in men, in her husband, that it was very difficult for one person to have all those qualities. And Shiva said that in your next birth, you will have 5 husbands, each one of them having one or the other characteristic that you have asked. But then she says, why 5 husbands? He says, look, even without opening your eyes, you asked me 5 times, Patim Dehi, Patim Dehi, Patim Dehi, give me husband, give me husband, give me husband, 5 times. And therefore, this is it. So this is an interesting story. And then in her later incarnation, Draupadi has the 5 husbands who are the brothers Pandavas. And when this marriage happened, obviously Drupada was very unhappy. He said, what is this? Why, in fact, Arjuna has one and she should be. At that point of time, Vyasa comes and says that this is what happened in the earlier incarnation, and so you permit. At the same time, Narada, he also comes and advises the Pandavas that look, so many battles and so many things have happened for the sake of a woman. Now you are going to have one wife amongst you. So you should have a clear understanding amongst yourself. And therefore, Draupadi used to be a wife of one of them every single year. In 1 year, she should be totally devoted to one of the brothers as his wife. And after 1 year, she would go and be the wife of another brother in turn. And the last few days when she used to go from one house to another house, she used to determine whether she is pregnant or not. That is, after her monthly period, confirming that she is pregnant or not pregnant, that she would go into with the another brother. And that is how she divided her time. And they also made a policy that should someone within 1 year enter the house of Draupadi when they are alone, when they are together, Ekanta, then he will go out for 1 year for Deshatane, or goes out for, this is a punishment that they should. And sometime when she was with Yudhishthira, for some urgent reason, Arjuna had to go into their room, and for which he goes out for 1 year, and that is the time when he marries Subhadra. Is another story. So this is how Draupadi became the wife of 5 husbands. It's a very interesting story from Mahabharata. Namaste. Some other time, let me tell you a few more interesting stories from mythology and various other things. Namaste.